Namaste programs, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and the Apennines bush trip continues in the Rove. Today we're leaving Celano, Avio Superficie Celano, and we're going to Avio Superficie Olivola. Let's go. Alright, first thing we need to check our fuel. Yeah, there's still nothing in the left and plenty in the right, and yet it has defaulted us to the left fuel. So let's go right fuel and let's get going right now. Come on, yeah, there we go. 3 or 4. Why am I? Okay, didn't check where I was. This could be bad. This could be very bad. We're going to want 257 when we take off. Just enough runway. Okay, it wasn't bad after all. It was bad-ish. Bad-ish. 257 for 252. Where am I going? 257. I was basically there already. Avezzano. From Celano airstrip, head to the west-southwest, flying over a broad plain to the city of Avezzano, which lies on the eastern base of Monte Cimarrani, a prominent peak in the area. Alright, let's do it. Well, let's do that. I'm still not at 257 though. I'm just at 250 for some reason. There we go. Giant white billboard in the sky suddenly appeared. Thanks to the aliens. Well, let's find Avezzano. If we can. Fields, farms, fields, everywhere. Avezzano. Well, there's a city in front of us. I guess that's Avezzano. I'm going to level off at 4,000 right about now, and we'll see what we need once we start turning. Turning to the left in the next one, so... Or not. Or not, whether we're going over the mountains or along the valley. Hello, what Avezzano? Must roughly be. We've done 230 of 252. And lo and behold, there is a town. A city, in fact, possibly. Yeah, the city of Avezzano. Give it a little bit more. Another couple of seconds, that'll probably do it. Let's go 138 for 530. On to Colle Longo. Turn into a southeasterly heading, flying above the eastern margin of a ridge of peaks where it meets the flats of Fucine Lake, one of the third largest lakes in the country. Oh, once the third largest lake. Once the third largest lake in the country, English, until it was drained in 1878. Pass over the town of Colle Longo at the southwestern end of Fucine Lake. But there is no lake. You just said there's no lake. 138. Following the valley. Look at all them fields. 5 minutes. And 30 seconds. And we've done 1 minute 12. I wonder why they always have roads at the very base of the mountain, you know? Surely that would be dangerous in that rocks falling and things like that. Why not, you know, have the road like where we are, above where we are now? A little bit away from the mountain. It does seem to be a common thing. And then not only that, we've got a whole town here, a whole village that's just at the base of the mountain. I suppose, I don't understand the road. The village I understand because it's probably where some water pools, but oh no, I don't understand geography. Reasons why people live where they are, reasons why they put roads there. Alright, 2:15 of 5:30, halfway there. So pretty. But we're southeasterly heading, which we're doing. Flying above the eastern margin, which we're doing. And where it meets the flats of Fucine Lake. Wherefore they are flats. Get our trimming right. Where's this lake then? Or this X lake? This is an X lake. There should be a little town. There is a town at the end of this river here. Well, at the end of the river, but along this river. This must be it. This must be the X lake. Let's actually go over the river. I feel like that's where we're supposed to be. We don't need to be this close to the mountain. We've done 420 of Apennines. Get back to 138 and come and visit this little town, which must be Colilongo, where we're headed. Could that be the case? Could that be the truth? And so this was a lake at one point, and they drained the lake. What did they do with the water? How do you drain a lake? That's a lot of water. That's a lot of water. Alright, this must be Colilongo. We've done our time, so let's go 113 for 452. On our way to Pescasseroli. Turn slightly to the north, following the southwestern edge of the valley, then pass over a low ridge of peaks on its south to reach the resort town of Pescasseroli. headquarters of Abruzzo National Park, which protects Monte Marciani, the 6th highest range of peaks in the Apennines. Well, looks like we're heading down this valley then. The southwestern of the valley. Okay. Okay. Well, we're not going to exactly do 113, but we're just going to head down this valley. I wonder if we need to be higher. I think we maybe just need to be a little bit higher. While this valley is quite good, there's a few peaks in the road. And we're heading to, well, Pescasseroli. Pescasseroli. Isn't pesca fish in Italian? Is this fish casserole? Is it a place? Oh, aren't you pretty? And it literally says to stay on the southwestern side of the valley here. And yet 113 would be putting me through the left-hand side mountain. What are you talking about, Bray? Hey, Bray, what are you talking about? It's not like we're climbing particularly fast. That might be a probably. What's this? What's this below us, huh? What is this? What is this nonsense? Looks like it'll do for the thumbnail. Why not, eh? Yep, back out of the drone. Can't fly the plane while we're in the drone. And we've done 230 of nearly 5, and we're still heading in this direction, following this valet. In the valet. I guess we're having to try and get over these mountains then. We've run out of valet. We've only done 3 minutes of 5 minutes, so I don't think we've reached Pescasseroli. It must be over this mountain. Possibly. As always, instructions unclear and or ambiguous. It does say, and then pass over a low ridge of peaks in its south, although more the east right now, but you know, sort of slightly south as well. Ooh, another valley. Another valley. Can we find Pescasseroli? There's actually not much civilization here, which is surprising. Hello? We've got Pescasseroli? Hello? Anyone? Oh, well, there is actually a house on the top here. There is actually a house on the top. We're about to hit 5 minutes. That must be Pescasseroli. And down in the valley there, I guess. Let's head towards it. That is basically where we would have been if we'd just gone 113 and not 130 down the valley. So I'll allow it. Once we get there, let's actually level off. Once we get there, we'll do our next turn. probably good enough. Let's go 104 per 339. On our way to Lago di Barria. Continue on course, passing over some low passes and roughly following a 2-lane road to Lago Barria, a long, narrow reservoir. 104's down this way. Is that a golf course? Could almost be. Where is 2-lane highway? 2-lane road. Not highway, just a road. Well, I guess we're heading down to this other valley in a little bit. Another little village up on a hill over on the right there. I like being up on hills around here. Oh, the whole thing is hills, right? Mountains. But they also like being on the top of them. Oh, that might be a bit of a lake in the distance there. A long, narrow reservoir that we're heading towards. Excuse me for the sneeze, if you can hear that. I'm allergic to long, narrow reservoirs. Look at this view, bro. Beautiful. So beautiful. Where's this 2-lane road? Is that it below us? Some kind of road, or is that a river? Beautiful. There we go. Here's a Lago di Barria. And we've got about 40 seconds to go before it's time to turn. Another little village slash town at the base of the reservoir here. What a nice spot. What a nice guy. Alright, about time to turn. What do we want? 125 for 748. Brah. On our way to Isernia. Trace the southern shore of Lago Barria, pass over a stretch of broad rolling hills, then fly just to the east of the prominent La Romana mountain and reach Isernia, capital of the province Isernia. The town lies at the intersection of a number of paved highways. Well, this way, brah. For like 8 minutes. Chill out. Pull up a chair. Grab a drink. Enjoy the meditation. Is that La Romana mountain all the way off in the distance there? You know, we're going over a stretch of broad rolling hills. That's what we're doing. Very nice. Broad rolling hills. On our way to a prominent mountain. That's miles away. .210 of nearly 8 minutes, done. Feels much longer, but hey, we're chilling, meditating. That's how it goes. Time flies, as you know. The lighting, the mist, it's so good. It's so good. Why am I minus 22% when I'm meant to be at like minus 26? I have touched nothing. I know nothing, Mr. Faulty. Going on? Alien markings are below us. With the alien, a bridge, a road bridge through a valley. I find that difficult to believe, but perhaps that's how it is. Meanwhile, we're about halfway there. Yeah, that mountain's much bigger than it was. How does that work? The ball was getting bigger and suddenly it hit me. The town lies at an intersection of a number of paved highways. Right. As opposed to dirt highways? I think there might be a town there. It hasn't really rendered in yet. That might be it. Is that Ecernia? Is it? Well, is it? Gonna have to refuel soon. The next few legs I've noticed, this one's 40 minutes plus. I think the next few are 30, 40 minutes, that kind of thing. We get 18, 13, 20, and then suddenly everything's 30, 40 minutes. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. Yeah. Make them all long-ish, or make them all short-ish. But, you know, every day it's like, oh, it might just be 15 minutes. I need to do this. No, it's an hour and a half because whatever reason this leg is an hour and a half. Weird champ. Well, we've done 6:25, about a minute to go before we're meant to turn. So there's the big mountain. Is this Isernia right in front of us? Probably. Probably. Once we get to Isernia, then we will turn. Quite a large town, isn't it? With little arteries and little suburban areas out here in the trees. Up here in the mountains. Alright, we'll wait till we're over the city itself. The town. The town, it does say town. Town of Isernia. Though it is the capital of this province. You'd think they'd call themselves a city. I think that'll do it. 1:36 for 7 minutes. 5 minutes, 7 seconds. In English. Campitello Matese. Maintain a southeastern heading. I've taken way too much of it. There we got 1:36. Flying over a series of low peaks that lead to the base of a prominent mountain shoulder and the ski resort town of Campitello Matese. Okay, fair enough. So does that mean we need to get higher? I guess so. Let's do it. Climb up a bit. $136 of fly over the low peaks. Are we high enough? Never. Never high enough. Hashtag. Plus, we're not climbing anyway. Give it more of a go. See if we can find this ski resort. What you doing with your wind turbines there, huh? You can't have a wind turbine at a ski resort, surely. Where is ski resorts? Little thing there on top of the hill, probably part of a ski run. We've only done 2.5 of 5 minutes, so yeah. Probably not there yet. Probably nowhere near it. Hello, got ski resorts. just did at the base of the mountain there. The next turn is 175, so I need to stay up high. That's the mountain road. I've only done 3 minutes 40 of 5 minutes 7 seconds. It's a little, that does look like a ski resort. You can tell with that little wiggles of road. What are you going to call it? Road wiggles. In winter that'd be snow. And a little ski run for the kiddies and the noobs like me. Give it another minute. I don't know if we're meant to turn yet or not. Or are we heading to the top of this mountain here? A restaurant at the top of the thing. The ski run maybe. And a cable car maybe. Or a TFS. Who's going to turn now? We're going to try and, you know, sneak on this side of the mountain. We want 175 for 125. Lago del Matese. Do I fly you south to Lago del Matese? Okay. Alright. Maybe not. So it's over this peak somewhere. Look at that. Let's go have a look at the ski resort up here. That must have been what it is. We were climbing, so we were a bit slow, I guess. We probably need to remix the fuel. Flying this high in this plane, but, you know, hey. That just sounds like dodginess, if you ask me. Well, let's see if we can find this lake as well. Wow, look at this place up here. Brilliant. And that'll probably be a little ski run. Again, not very steep, but just something for people to totter about on their skis. If in fact you can totter with skis. Can we find a lake? Is that a lake there? Did I see a bit of water? I did. I did see a pretty tad. There's a lake. This must be Lago del Matese. Alright, well we've done our time, but yeah, we were presumably late to the previous one. So once we're above the lake here, I think we can safely decide to do our next turn. Because this must be the lake, surely. Right, we're above the lake. That'll do. 107 for 753. And we want another lake, Lago di Campo Lataro. Turn to the east-southeast, passing over a small valley, and then just south of the mountain village of Morcone to reach Lago di Campo Lataro, a large lake surrounded by a nature preserve. 107 for 8 minutes. Chill time, meditation time. That's this way. Oh dear, there is a mountain in the road. Let's just get up even higher. And in fact, we will do some mixture. I don't know. About there might be okay. Not 107. 107. Heading to another lake. another lake over on the left there, but that's apparently not it, because we've only done, well, just under 2 minutes of 8 minutes. Ish. $2.20. Oh, I think there might be a lake above, but just beyond those hills there. Over the ridge. The ridgy didge. That must be Lago di Campolataro. Lago di Campolataro. Very famous song. Hugely famous song that I just made up. And sung poorly. No one heard nothing. Not really a lake. Part of a river, I think. Maybe that is it though. We've done nearly 4 minutes of 8 minutes, so yeah. Be about right. Be about right. I think we can probably start leveling off at the very least, if not descending a bit. We've got less mountains in front of us. A complete lack of mountains. $107. What am I doing 96 for? Huh? Huh? I ask you, you ask me, we ask each other. Excellent. 5 minutes, another 3 minutes to go. Enjoying the countryside, enjoying the serenity. Just as a huge gust of wind in my room nearly blew my entire face off. May have heard on the mic, I don't know. But yeah, how's the serenity? Not so serene. Very windy. Very windy. Another little village on a hill right below us, just going off screen now. Have another quick look. Let's have a quick look at it. Look at that, up on a hill. Perched up there, looking out over the scenery. Keeping their eye on things. Making sure the farmers are doing their job. Beautiful. Just beautiful. just ticking over 7 minutes now, 53 seconds to go. This is definitely Lago di Campolataro. In the flesh. In the water. "20 seconds to go." "10 seconds to go." I think we can probably start thinking of turning. Let's do a little bit of a slow turn. Let's get the turn going. Let's reset our clocks. Time just went over. We're on our way to Avio Superfici Olivola. Lie due south from Lago di Campolataro, roughly following the paved highway that winds southward over the hamlet of Torre Palazzo and land at Olivola Airfield, LIEH. And looking at the picture, it is a bunch of mowed grass in amongst some more mowed grass. So this one's going to be interesting. Let's see if we can find it. It doesn't look very long either, and this plane is notoriously difficult to make land on the ground. It just wants to stay up in the air and bounce a bit when it lands. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. We won't count our chickens before they've crossed the bridge. And of course we'll blow up that bridge when we come to it. Southward over the hamlet. Well, what do you mean the hamlet? There's a hamlet just in front of us here. There's some over to the left and some over to the right. There's a little town past this hill here. What do you mean the hamlet of Torre Palazzo? How am I supposed to know which one is which? Just casually, I'll just fly over this town. There's no indication. There's no way of seeing the town in game. I'm not given a proper map like you would have in real life that would show all the town names and things. But why? But why? And today I'm not streaming this. When I stream at twitch.tv/ChazRover and we do these trips, I have a little Google map that tracks us, and then I can see where we are. But I didn't bother to turn that on because I'm not streaming. Alright, we've done 2:20, so there's still like a minute and a bit. So that means this airfield must be here in front of us somewhere. It's not going to show up. It's not concrete. There it is. Is that it? L-E-E-H? L-I-E-H. Right, so slightly to our right. I think it's time to get as low as possible. And we'll see if we can figure out where this runway is. So, looking for airport. Directly in front of us. I'm not seeing shit. Looking at the picture, there's a fairly large field. Could be that thing directly in front of us. I don't really see where the runway is though. Is there two runways on the picture? Yeah, it does look like there's a cross runway. Which is the bigger runway? Can't talk to ATC to find out which way the runways go. And again, if this were real life, I would have a map here of and it would tell me what runway these airports have. There's definitely two runways, okay. But I'm going to go to this one. I'm going to go to the cross one because it's longer. There it is there, I think. Well, definitely, yeah. Definitely an airport. Definitely a runway, in inverted commas. And it's just a matter now of trying to get low enough. If this plane will let me. Because currently we're almost climbing and we haven't even got no power, we've got no flaps, and we're climbing. Let's get the flaps down, at least. And we'll just head over this way a bit. Wait till we hit 2,000 feet, and then we'll start turning. Alright, that'll do. That'll do. Let's do a nice 30-degree turn. As we float. As we float. We try and find where the runway is now. There it is. There it is. It really likes floating in the air, this plane. Are you kidding me? Am I going to be too... Come on. Please, just lose a bit of height, plane. Please. A little bit more.
500.
500. We're still not coming down quick enough. Come on. This bloody plane, man. This bloody plane is going to be okay. It's going to be fine. It's going to be beautiful, in fact. This huge, huge plane to land on. Come on, come on. Down you go. Oh, come on, plane. Seriously. Alright, we're going to have to go around. We're going to have to go around. It just will not go onto the ground. It just wants to take off constantly. Alright. God, I hate this plane. Who would fly a plane like this? It's so trash. Basically, any kind of power and you'll be too fast to land properly. You can't just sort of plant the plane. It doesn't work that way. It's not that kind of plane. I'm just going to stay really low. Look at this. I'm at 0% power and was almost still gaining height. Craziness. Craziness. Guess you don't land these ones on those mountainous runways. This plane anyway. Trim back even more. There we go. We basically nose up trying to land. Alright, take two. Well, I could have done it. I could have just turned around, but you know, I want to get used to this plane, but it's just not happening for me. It makes no sense.
500.
I lost the runway now. There it is. Jesus Christ, I'm still gaining height and speed. Come on, plane. Come on, plane. Come on, plane. That's better. That's a little bit better. We'll just float for a while. We'll just float for a while. No, we're going to bounce off the ground a bit. Come on. Come on, plane. Get the back wheel down. We're still taking off. God damn it. We're fucking no speed. We're still taking it off. Get the brakes on. You can't use brakes if we're still in the air. Alright. Tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it, tap, tap, tap. What? Why am I still going forward? Even with the brakes on. Crazy. I hate this plane. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for existing. Au revoir, goodbye.